Hello, hello, welcome to our class, our online Kamalayan lifelong learning uh, center, or it has a new name now. It's called Shifting Consciousness Higher Online Lifelong Learning. It's called SCOL, and we hold classes here called Class KLASS, which means Kamalayan Learning Alternative Success System. I'm Tato Malay, your teacher, and I'm here to be, so that you can actually ask me questions as well, if in case you want to be asking some things about consciousness, about Kamalayan, or practically about anything for that matter. At I'm sure kanina pa dapat kayo naghihintay. I said 5 o'clock, but I tried to do it. I actually went on live at quarter to 5, but then again something came up. I my gadgets didn't work in terms of yung ginagamit kong mga apps. So anyway, so I'd like to now continue with our class for today because we promised that, or I promised that I'm going to talk about empowerment, about some things about the law of attraction, or more of the law of creation, and also about gratitude. But before I continue, I'd like to see for some names before I start and find out if I am being heard. I want to know if my microphone is okay, kung maganda ang boses ko, kung nadidinig niyo ako, kasi last week I had a hard time talking, and with the first part of my program, or first part of the class, because you didn't get to hear me. So anyone who is watching me right now, give me a feedback. Am I being heard? Bigyan niyo ako ng balita. I don't see any name right now here. So I don't know if I am going to continue on this or not. I am seeing some things. Medyo mahina ang audio na naman natin. Okay, bakit kaya mahina ang audio natin? Mahina ba ang boses ko? Mahina ang audio ko? Or hindi naman ako mahina in terms of anyway, so I hope yun na nga. Actually, itong microphone ko, tinest ko to kahapon with my voice that was so soft, and somehow it picked up na maganda naman. So I don't know why mahina ang sabi ni Jules the Great. Anyway, but anyway, so siguro I just have to speak uh, louder in terms of, how it should be, Kasi nga, marami sa atin na ito ay iba-iba ang ating mga ginagamit na gadgets, no? Minsan ay may mahina ang volume ng mga gadget nila. Minsan naman iba masyadong malakas. But anyway, so let's continue now. And I would like now to start with our uh, topic, which I posted earlier. It's about empowerment. 7 keys to empowerment. Why do we need to talk about empowerment? At this point in time, nagkakagulo na tayo. Nagkakaroon tayo ng maraming mga, yan, sabi niya, okay na daw. Lumakas na. Lumakas na kasi boses ko eh. Hindi, yeah, hindi. Nagkakaroon tayo ng mga pangamba, no? So, nangyayari ngayon. And somehow, we need to be more, or rather become stronger. And when we say we want to be stronger, we need some power. We need some supernatural powers. Ika nga. Kasi ito na nga yung mga nangyayari sa atin na parang hindi natin nakakayanan ang mga bagay-bagay. But then again, as I've said, we have this superpower. We are super beings. We are divine beings, for that matter. Yes, Jules, thank you for the feedback. Uh, we are super beings. We have that God power within us. And so, well, siguro itong ibabanggit ko sa inyo are just ways as to how to really tap into that kind of power. So, self-empowerment nga ang ating topic. One of the topics that I planned for today. Ewan ko lang kung makakayanan natin, no, because I need to end my con in 45 minutes or 30 minutes. So number one in our key to self-empowerment is self-knowledge or self-awareness. Ito na yung tinatawag nating you have to have this intelligence called intrapersonal intelligence. Yung isa kasi interpersonal. Itong interpersonal is yung ano, yung paano ka makihalubilo sa ibang tao. Pero yung intrapersonal, you have to know exactly everything about who you are, ang pagkatao mo. Ano ang mga bagay sa iyo na makikita mong strengths mo or weaknesses mo or yung mga artistic inclination mo, yung talent. Ano yung mga bagay na masasabi mong ito ay magagamit mo sa gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo, pagkakakitaan mo, for that matter. Siyempre, dapat naman yan may resultang maganda, no? Yung akala natin na kailangan natin mag-aral para magkaroon tayo ng trabaho, para kumita tayo ng pera, yun ang old school na pagtuturo sa atin. Okay? Ngayon, wala na nga eh. Walang pumapasok ngayon sa eskwelahan. I mean, tumigil lahat. Worldwide yan ha. Ibig sabihin yan, the universe actually uh, was more of is more of really consenting to that uh, situation na kung saan ay tumigil ang pag-aaral. Masama ba? Bakit? Ano ba hindi maganda doon? Or dapat ba tumigil ang pag-aaral? Kasi di ba dapat nga continuous yan dahil nakakatulong sa ating pagkatao, sa ating buhay. Pero ito nga nangyari sa ating pag-aaral, we were being taught the wrong things. We were being taught a lot of obsolete knowledge na kung saan ay hindi natin nagagamit na. Ha? Yun ang mga tinuturo sa lahat ng mga eskwelahan for that matter. At this point in time, nagbago na yung panahon, nagbago na ang takbo ng mga buhay-buhay. Ang tinuturo sa atin ay yung mga ano pa, mga for that time na 100 or 200 years ago na kung saan ay hindi pa high-tech ang panahon. At akala nila dahil sabi nila, ito yung talagang nakagisna namin, ito yung natutunan namin kaya kami naging ganito, ito din dapat ang ituro sa inyong mga bata. Ayun ang nangyari sa atin. Tinuruan natin ang mga lumang bagay na hindi na nagagamit. And so, these children, when they actually graduated from schools and they went to work or to look for work, na-realize nila wala pala silang natutunan na bago in terms of what is needed in the workplace that they were applying to. So ito yung noong ko pa sinasabi, our educational system is obsolete. So when you now talk about education or for that matter, self-knowledge, what are the things now that you need to learn? Umpisahan na talaga dapat sa pagkakilala sa sarili. Yan ang importanteng bagay na kailangan nating makita na maayos na hindi tinuturo sa eskwelahan eh. We were never taught how to really look into ourselves as individuals. Hindi yung in general. Kasi ang tinuro sa atin in general eh. Sabi na ganito ang takbo ng utak ng tao, ganito ang takbo ng katawan ng tao. But basically, what was not taught to us was more of our individual, I would say, traits and characteristics. And so, iba-iba tayo. So, kumbaga, hindi mo pwede sabihin na pare-pareho yung nangyayari sa buhay natin. Yes, physically, we have the same type of siguro body or even the brain, but then again, the usage of them, paggamit natin, Ah, hindi pare-pareho 'yan. Kasi nga may iba-iba tayong mga, I would say mga angking talino, mga sariling, anong tawag dito, mga gifts o yung mga ano, ating hidden talent 'no, ayan. So, ito ay importante na maintindihan natin. So, kaya tayo talaga ngayon nagkakagulo dahil nga we were not educated properly. Why? Because in the first thing that we were supposed to be taught dapat hindi tinuro, which was self-knowledge. So now, for self-empowerment, that is what we need, self-knowledge, everything about you. Kasi hindi tayo pare-pareho, if you go to, uh, if you take a look into psychology, I mean, si Carl Jung was able to develop something like 16 types of personalities. So, babae ka man, lalaki ka man, magkakaiba ang ating mga pagtingin natin sa kapaligiran natin, sa nangyayari sa buhay natin. And each type of personality, iba ang interpretasyon mo sa mundo mo, sa nangyayari sa mundo mo. Hindi kayo pare-pareho. When you talk about love, love is not the same thing for everyone. When you talk about uh, a career for that matter, for example, yun na nga, kung ano yung gusto mong gawin. Sabihin mo, okay, gusto ko maging doktor, pero anong klaseng doktor? Maraming klaseng pagka-doktor. So, hindi pare-pareho yan. So, doon mo lang makikita, marami palang klase, maraming pagkakaiba. And that is what is supposed to be understood by us. Hello, Ver Morales. Kamusta ka na? The second key to empowerment is self-love. Another thing that was not taught to us in schools or even in church. Ang palagi ina-emphasize is love for others, love for God. Nawala yung sabi ni Jesus nga, kinorek na nga ni Jesus yun eh. Love God above and others. And love God as to how you love yourself. Because ano ang pamamaraan mo magmahal kung hindi mo mahal ang sarili mo, kung hindi mo alam kung paano mahalin ang sarili mo? How can you express that love when in fact you don't know how to give that love to yourself? Or for that matter, how do you feel that love inside you? Or ano ba yung mga tinatawag nating katangian sa pagmamahalan? Yan ang importanteng napapag-aralan dapat. And so, self-love. And when you say self-love, that means you take care of yourself. You want to be healthy. You always keep your body healthy. Ano pa? Try to improve yourself in terms of what you can learn, what you can develop in you, your talents. You develop your talents. So marami tayong ginagawang mga bagay para ma-express natin yung self-love na yan. Ang problema, when we were going to school or even going to church, self-love was never emphasized to us. Sinasabi nila, forget about yourself. You become a, a man or a woman for others. Yun ang naging emphasis. Kalimutan mo sarili mo. And so, yun. Ano nangyari? Karamihan sa atin, hindi naging masaya sa buhay natin because we forgot about ourselves. We made other people happy, but we didn't make ourselves happy. We didn't know how to make ourselves happy. Nakita natin kung paano natin napapaligaya ibang tao, natutulungan natin ibang tao. Pero sarili natin, iniwan natin. And so, what happened to us? At the end of the day, pagtanda na natin, doon natin na-realize na parang walang kabuhay-buhay ang naging buhay ko. Kasi parang hindi ako naging masaya, hindi naging ayon sa gusto kong mangyari dahil I actually did a lot of things for others and I forgot to do whatever I was supposed to do for myself. So, yan ang mga bagay na ating, I would say, nagiging, uh, uh, nakikita ang problema na malaki sa mundong ito. That's why we need to really now reboot. Ha? Nag, nag-stop lahat because we forgot to learn the basic things. And we are not anymore functioning the way human beings are supposed to function. And at this point in time, what is needed now in this new world that we are now trying to create because the old world is gone, tapos na yung dati nating ah, way of life, mundo natin, nilibing na natin yung old world, eh yung iba gusto pa rin tumira dun sa kinagisnan, sa nakaraan. But right now, there's no past world that you can now recreate in terms of how you want to live again your life. We are creating now a new world that we can now see ourselves be enjoying our lives to the fullest. And we are now starting to do it by what? Going within ourselves. We are now making things for us more important in terms of who we are. We are now giving ourselves that kind of importance as to find out what we exactly would want to do, what we would want to become, what would make us happy. Ah, ang nangyari sa atin, nakalimutan natin pasayahin ang sarili natin. Eh. So, self-love is another one. So, aside from self-knowledge, self-love. Then the third key to empowerment is being mindful, being aware of all the things that are around you, being appreciative of whatever there is, small things, whatever things that you take for granted, yung mga ordinaryong bagay na nakikita mo palagi, you might want to take a second look or a third look at all of them again. So basically, this is something that is not again emphasized to us or yun nga, eto dumaan ang mga panahon, tumakbo ang ilang dekada na para bang hindi natin alam kung ano nung nangyayaring mga bagay-bagay sa kapaligiran natin. Bakit nagkakagulo or bakit kuminsan napakaganda. Hindi natin na-appreciate yung kagandahan ng ating environment or for that matter our everything about around us. So, yan ang mga bagay na hindi na natin napapansin nga dahil nga hindi natin naintindihan or hindi natin alam kung paano tayo maging mindful about all these things. Hindi kasi tinuro. And lately lang naging ano yan uso yan yung yung mindfulness na yan sa mga meditation tinuturo yan eh. But again, as I've said, noon pa dapat tayo naging mindful. Ha? Hindi pwedeng sasabihin mo, hindi mo pinapansin ang mga bagay-bagay sa buhay mo. We have to really be mindful of everything. All right. Number 4. In terms of, sabi ni Ver Morales, we are in the transition period. Discover more about ourselves. My take on this scenario. But that's true. Ito yung sabi ko nga eh. So, ang tanong dyan is, how are you now assessing everything in your life? And ang pang-apat nga dito is, ito ang aking talagang ah, tinuturo na importante sa kamalayan. Because nobody ever really gave this much importance to this number 4 thing that I am going to share. And ito, kaya tayo nagkagulo-gulo because we were not aware of it. Akala lang natin, wala lang, tsamba yung nangyayari sa buhay natin. That everything just happened by chance. And so, we had to accept or complain kung ano man yung mga hindi natin gusto. Pero what is important, ito yung number 4, is to be aligned with spiritual principles. To be aligned with spiritual principles. We have to know what these spiritual principles and universal laws are. Ang dami niyan. Yung tinuturo ko sa kamalayan, palagi yan, emphasis ko itong universal laws and principles. ang tinuro kasi sa atin, Ten Commandments. Eh, yung Ten Commandments, ito yung mga bagay-bagay na puro bawal, hindi pwede. Ang universal law is basically when you know the different laws, you can create the kind of life you want through these laws because these laws are made to help us enjoy life, to have more in life. Ang tinuro sa atin lahat ng bawal eh. Yung bawal pa naman na masarap. Yan ang tanong ko sa inyo eh. Di ba? Kung ano yung bawal eh na gusto nyo gawin. Kaso nga, yun ang sabi, huwag nyo gawin eh. So, hindi nyo ginagawa. So, hindi kayo nag-enjoy. Kami, alam namin kung ano yung totoo. What I mean by totoo is because universal laws are basically uh, it is applied all over the universe. Ito yun eh. I've been talking about this already for the past months, no, and I had already been honest about where I get my teachings. Ang sabi ko nga, aside from the original books that I got to read and the videos I have watched, I am now learning from extraterrestrials, uh, from beings from other worlds or planets, or for that matter, dimensions. Ah, eh, wala akong pakialam kung matawa kayo sa aking pananaw. But what I am now saying is what I believe in. Why do I believe in this? Because I had proven it. I compared their teachings to the previous teachings I learned. Mas angkop, mas eksakto itong mga natutunan ko from these extraterrestrials. Even when it comes to spiritual matters. Because basically we all believe in just one God, in the same God for that matter. And so the universal laws apply to all of us, to all beings in all the galaxies. Ah, they don't have the commandments, they don't have any more kasi wala na sa kanila yon. They had surpassed that. They had transcended all these things. But the universal laws and principles, they still adhere because basically they're the same everywhere they go. So hindi nila pwedeng lagpasan yan. And what are the um, if I can remember right, more of really what you give is what you get. Yeah, that's a basic law. That's a universal law. That we are all one, and we are one with God. That is another universal law. When you say we are all one, when we say we are all one, we are all connected. Ah, yan ang hindi naituro sa atin ng maayos eh. Kaya akala natin, ay, ang mga yan, kalaban natin yan, patayin natin yan. O, yan. Pero the moment you understand that we are all one, you will not kill anyone for that matter. You will not try to harm other people. You will not try to, divide or rather create this kind of division. Hindi totoo yan na magkakahiwalay tayo because we are all one. Lahat ng races, lahat ng I would say even from lahat ng beings, no? I mean from other planets. I mean sila nga they acknowledge that we are all one. Kasi alam na nila yan at they had transcended all their ano na yung mga worldly beliefs, no, na ngayon na ating ini-experience. Sa kanila, they're more really spiritual. That's why sometimes you don't get to see them. You don't get to see you don't get to see them with bodies or physical bodies or for that matter, the presence. No? But you can feel them. You can hear them. You can actually see, uh, talk to them. No, and somehow they answer you through um, words that you would hear inside you. Uh, kung ayaw nyo maniwala, okay lang. We were not going to debate on that. All right. Now, number 5, So 7 keys is manifest. You have to manifest, or rather, we have to be able to master how we actually manifest, or what we call manifestation mastery. What do we mean by this? When you say you are a master of manifestation, you are now able to create whatever you are, or whatever you want to create in your life. Ang nangyayari nga sa atin is we actually talk more about the law of attraction. Yes, the law of attraction is there, but more of really the real law is the law of creation, because we create, or what we actually send out, we create it first, and then we also attract whatever is there to be attracted through our creation. No? Kasi like attracts like. So whatever we create na whatever, we get back a similar thing as to what we had sent out. And that is a law. And so what do we mean by mastering manifestation? Or rather, we have to master how it is like to be able to manifest things. Many of us want to have a lot of money. Marami sa atin gusto magkaperang maraming marami, yumaman, para lang mabili nila yung mga bagay na gusto nila. Para magkaroon sila ng mga bagay na may enjoy nila. Alright, remember, I talked about abundance, and money is just one of the many, or maybe five of the different kinds of abundance. Isa lang dyan ang pera. And you can have practically everything that you want without money. And I can talk about this because I have always been able to experience it. Sabi ko nga, I never needed money in terms of being able to see the world. I was able to go all over the world. I mean, practically enjoy around the world, for that matter. Hindi naman around the world. Siguro may dalawang continents pa ako hindi napupuntahan. No? Dalawa, tatlo. How many continents are there? I'm not talking about countries. I'm talking about continents. Kasi kung country lang sasabihin mo, dali-dali yan. But if you talk about continents, at least you have gone to Europe, Africa, uh, Americas, South America, Latin, ano ba yan? Tama ba yan? Asia, Australia, Antarctica. So those are the different kinds of continents. Ang hindi ko lang pa napupuntahan ay Antarctica and Africa and South America, Latin America. Yeah, tatlo. The rest, yeah, as I've said, I was able to tour or travel to those countries, to those continents na wala akong pera. I never raised that kind of money to be able to enjoy that kind of a travel. All I wanted was to travel, and I was able to manifest that. And that's what I'm trying to teach you. Ayaw nyo maniwala, gusto nyo pa rin pera. Pera, basically ngayon nga, mahirap na nga ang pera ngayon. Wala kayong trabaho. Bakit pa rin pera ang gusto nyo? Gusto nyo, naghanap kayo ng trabaho. Koy Ilaga is watching. All right, thank you raw for the wisdom. Naghahanap kayo ng trabaho para magkakuha kayo ng pera. Tinuturuan ko na kayo na kahit wala kayong trabaho, wala kayong pera, makukuha nyo yung gusto nyo eh. Because you can create anything. Di ba sabi nga sa Bible, sabi ni Jesus, when you pray, just ask and you will receive. Hindi naman sinabi, ask for money and you will receive money to be able to buy what you want to buy. Wala namang ganun eh. Kung ano yung gusto mo, hingin mo lang, and you will receive. Pagdududahan ba ninyo si Jesus na? Nagsabi nun. So I tried to prove it right. When I learned about that, wala naman sinabi, ask, work hard. Wala naman work hard dun eh, and you will receive. Ang sinabi lang, ask and you shall receive. Well, at ang kwan na nga talaga rito, ang importante dito ay kailangan alam mo or mama-match mo ang gusto mo. Kunyari, you really want to be able to have a Lamborghini. Magkano ba Lamborghini na kotse? 5 million, 6 million pesos? Oh, 6 million. Okay. Ay, ang sekreto ganito talaga lang yan eh. You are able to create everything according to who you are. All right? Okay, I will repeat that. You are able to create or manifest in your life everything based on who you are. Kung ano yung meron ka na dyan, yan ang na-create mo because yun lang ang kakayahan ng kamalayan mo. Pero kung gusto mo yung mga gano'n nga, Lamborghini, kung ano, 6 million, okay. Ito, ang tanong lang dyan is, can you afford it in your consciousness to have that? So what does it mean? Ano ang pakiramdam na nakasakay ka sa isang 6 million na 6 million pesos worth of a car? Do you know how comfortable it would be? Do you know the smell of it? Huh? Do you know the kind of uh, uh, feeling that you will have when you actually are riding that? Pero ito na nga eh. Alright. Ito kasi na-experience ko na. I used to drive brand new cars as well in the past. Kaya lang, meron akong mga pagkukulang sa kamalayan ko. I was able to attract, yes, at one time. And I lost it. Why did I lose those cars na bago, na magaganda? Because hindi ko na match. O bakit ko hindi na match? Ano ibig sabihin hindi ko na napapantayan? Pag pupunta ako sa restaurant, aba mamaya-maya ilang ilang minuto pa lang ako nakaupo aalis na ako sa upuan ko, pupunta ako sa bintana para tignan ko kung nandun pa yung kotse ko, baka nawawala na. So may takot ako, baka mawala. What does that mean? If I am able, if I am afraid to lose that car, that means I cannot afford it. Because if you can afford something, mawala man yan, okay lang. Because you will have another one, you can buy another one. Ganun yan hindi ba? Tayo mga bagay-bagay na meron tayo eh. Pag nawala, okay, bibili uli ako. Pero yung sinabi mong gusto mo na mahal, aayusin mo yung kamalayan mo, ima-match mo ngayon. So kung gusto mo talagang katulad nga, sabi ko nga, yung mga mayayaman, pag pumupunta sa mga department store yan, hindi naman nila tinitignan yung presyo ng binibili nila eh. Kung ano yung gusto nila, ihihilahin na lang nila yan. Tapos sasabihin nila, ito, gusto ko to. Ilagay mo na yan sa ano, sa bag. Bibilhin ko na yan. So, hindi nila tinitignan. Tayo, ano ang tawag dito? Pag talagang hindi mo na match pupunta ka sa Rustans, tingnan mo yung presyo. Uy, ay mahal ito, wag na ito. Naku. Malipat na lang tayo ng ibang department store. Alright. So, yeah. Sabi ni Koy Ilaga, I wanted to talk to you one-on-one. Okay, yes. Why not? I am open no, to all these things. That's what I do naman. Palagi, I actually entertain some questions and, some, queries. All right. Les Magmangaw Hernandez is watching. Malu Calyanta, and sino pa ba nandito ngayon? Concepcion, uy, si Alona Diaz is watching. Have a blessed day. Bless on Taso Perez, pinsan ko, nanonood. And so, yeah. Okay, sino pa naman ako? Alright, so, as I've said, gusto mong ma-match, yun. So, that's how you manifest whatever you want. So, ang tanong dyan, kung may isa kang gusto, iaano mo muna sa kamalayan mo. Iaangat mo. Kaya nga, tinuturo ko rito how to make your consciousness go higher or how to expand your consciousness. Kasi it's just a matter of expanding your consciousness for you to be able to afford all these things. Kasi pag mataas na yung antas ng kamalayan mo, you could practically enjoy or have a lot of things for that matter. You will just create it anytime. All right. Oh, Koy Ilages from Alberta, Canada. Okay. So anyway, uh, we can communicate through Messenger soon. No, I've been to Canada before. I've been to um, Toronto. How many years ago? Tagal na. Almost 20 years ago. For that matter. Anyway, I want to go back. It's a beautiful country, Canada. Ganda-ganda niyan. Lamig lang nga. Anyway, so let's continue. Number 6, fulfilling your purpose. We don't really need to have a purpose. Our purpose is, or happy, uh, where are where are you from today? Oh no, where are from today? I do not understand your sentence, Koy. Where are you from today? I am in Manila. Oh, idol ka lang. Okay. Anyway, I'm saying here, to continue. Uh, our purpose is not something na yung engranding purpose na isa lang ang purpose mo o isa sabi mo isa lang ang calling mo. Hindi ganoon ang buhay, hindi ganoon ang purpose na tinatawag natin. Wala tayong destiny. Our purpose is mamaya ano bang kakainin ko for dinner? Ano ba ang yeah, that's my purpose to find out what will be for my dinner. We actually have a purpose which comes at every moment. Hindi ito yung one time big time purpose. But dito nga, what I am now trying to explain here is, are you able to fulfill all your desires, all your passions, all your the things that you want to do or to have or to become? Nagagawa mo ba yan? Yun ang purpose mo in terms of having them fulfilled. Kasi pag hindi mo na-fulfill yan, somehow, para bang, ang tanong dyan is, anong ginawa mo sa buhay mo? Nagpakasasa ka, magtrabaho para makaipon ng pera, na pagdating mo sa araw ng ah, retirement mo, nakita mo, yung pera mo nandun. Ngayon, ayaw mong gastusin kasi natatakot ka baka maubos bigla. And that's what happened to my father. My father worked in the government service for a long time until he retired. And when he got his retirement money, ganun lang pala kabilis maubos ang pera. And so somehow parang he got frustrated or disappointed na parang ngayon lang ba yun? Ah, nahawakan ko lang ng konti. For that matter, ilang sandali lang yung pera na nakuha ko. Nabili ko lang yung ilang gusto ko tapos wala na. Ah, Gano'n ang nangyayari sa buhay natin, eh. We actually wait for that time na kung saan na inipon natin yung retirement pay natin na sasabi natin, "'Pag nag-retire na ako, hindi na ako 'pag wala na akong trabaho, do'n ako mag-e-enjoy." Oh, ngayon, mag-retire ka na ngayon, saan ka mag-e-enjoy ngayon? Wala ng cruise ships. Nagsara ang mga cruise ships. Magta-travel ka, ang dami mo ng sakit. Ang dami mo ng rayuma, paano mo ma-enjoy ngayon ang pera mo, ah? Sabi mismo, sabi ni Koy. Ito nga yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi tinuro sa atin, eh, kaya ako nga binibigyan ng emphasis dito, itong mga bagay na ito. Kaya kailangan ma-enjoy natin lahat ng gusto natin, hindi puwede natin sasabihin na, "Ay naku, kung may pera lang ako or sana, ah, naging ganito ang aking napag-aralan para nakakuha ko yung gusto kong ganitong bagay." Wala yan, eh. All you want, if you want anything, all you have to do is again, as I've said, ask and you shall receive. Gano'n kasimple. Pero you have to match it through your consciousness. Kaya ang tinuturo ko is paano mo may taas or ma-expand ang kamalayan mo. Alright. So, number 7. Reaching your highest potential is another key to empowerment. Your highest potential is always upon, your attainment of whatever you are desiring at the moment. Ah, hindi naman sasabihin mo na yung highest potential mo will happen na pag na-reach mo na yung age na 20 or 40 years from now. Hindi ganun yan. Your highest potential is at this particular time, at this particular moment. What is it that you are now really seeing in yourself, that you are now looking at it from the highest uh, point of view in terms of what you want? Marami sa atin kasi, ang dami nating mga bagay na gusto, pero small time. Ah, small time. What do you mean by small time? Eh kasi, ito lang yung kaya ko eh. Eh bakit hindi mo isipin yung imposible? Bakit yung palagi mo iniisip yung napakadaling mangyari? That's why, oh yeah, sabi ni Mikoy, I'm a musician, I'm in playing in music. That's why nga, eto nga, totoo ka. Totoo yung sinabi mo. If you're a singer, sing. If you're a dancer, dance. If you're a musician, you play whatever instrument you are uh, an expert in playing. You have to do what it is that you will make you happy. Hindi na pwede sasabihin mo na lahat yan pag nag-retire na ako at doon ko lang i-enjoyin yan. That's why nga itong mga katulad ni Koy, musician, they don't work. Ah, anong ginagawa nila? They play. They play music. They play instruments. O, hindi ba? Ito yung mga basketball players. Naki-training sila, pero they don't say they're working. They play basketball. Eh, bakit tayo nagpapakasasa sa trabaho? Bakit natin iniisip na ang only chance natin para makaahon sa mundong ito ay magkatrabaho? Eh, bakit di ka na lang mag-business? Yun na nga eh, bakit ka mag-a-apply para ka magkaroon ng pera, para may magbabayad sa'yo? Eh, kung mag-business ka, kung ano yung binibenta mo, kunyari, ikaw ay isang musician. When you play, people will enjoy listening to you. They will pay you. Or they will give you something in exchange. Hindi ba? Because you're making people happy. Yun lang naman yun eh. Siya, sabi niya, play for happiness. You make people happy. And because you make other people happy, you also are no, you cannot make other people happy if you are not happy first. Yun ang principle. You have to be happy first. In anything that you do, you have to do it happily first. Hindi pwede sasabihin mo na kaya ka lang masaya dahil eto yung nagawa mo. Ginawa mo muna yan dahil masaya ka na, no? Bago mo pa ginawa yan. That's why everything turned out okay. All right. So, for that matter, those are the 7 keys to empowerment. Reaching to your highest potential at every moment. Hindi yan yung pinaka hinihintay mo 10 years, 40 years from now. At the highest potential at the at this particular time, at this particular moment. Ito na yun. So, all right. So, let's move on to the next thing that I promised. No? Wala na tayong oras. I'm sorry. I need to pack up. I need to end my program today at this point because uh, this is the only time I'm allowed because I have to do something at 6:30 already. So naka-schedule tayo. I'm sorry but I got delayed and somehow siguro naman for that matter na-enjoy naman ninyo yata napag-usapan natin yan. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for really participating for today, like for example, si Koy Ilaga. So, Koy, thank you for being actively participating. And I'd like to say thank you also to other people here like, mga nanonood si Glass, mga Mangaw Hernandez. And, nako, ito na naman tayo. Bakit tayo? All right. Hernandez. And so, sino pa? Si Bless and Gerard Reyes. Avant-garde, si Avenger, Avant-garde, si Avenger, uh, Gerard Reyes, Walsh, and si Veronica Garcia, and si Jose Great, and si Ver Morales. And so, sabi ni, sino nagsabi ko? Sabi ni Koy, grabe raw. Thank you. All right, for that matter. So with that, I'd like to say magandang kamalayan sa inyo lahat. Sana ay samahan niyo ako sa Sunday. O nga pala, ang aking guest sa aking musika at pelikulang Kamalayan on Sunday at 4:30 ay walang iba kundi ang ating iniidolong ah, the one and only Freddie Aguilar. So si Freddie Aguilar ang aking panauhin sa ating musika at musika at pelikulang Kamalayan on Sunday. So with that, sana ay samahan niyo ako. I'd like to also say hello to Raimundo Dadia. Oh, naging huli. Mabot siya. Anyway, so magandang Kamalayan ulit sa inyo lahat at enjoy. Huwag kayong matakot. Enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you.